Hey, hello. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Good to see you all. Welcome. Thank you, sweet pea. Thank you so much for that amazing thumbs up. Rocco Dele, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome, Cornelius. I appreciate you. Fukushina. It's a pleasure to have you all join me this Friday night on Love 95. Yeah, Love 95. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Kindly thumbs up the stream, okay? And join this amazing conversation tonight. Thank you. I appreciate you, gorgeous queen. Thank you so much. You have been a great supporter. You've been amazing. Thank you, Kushina. I mean, a sweet pea. You've been so amazing. Thank you for your love and your support. You've constantly given me your love, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Welcome. We're gonna see your face, yeah. We're gonna see your face, yeah. It's like thank God it's Friday. I love Friday night. I love Friday. Fridays is usually an amazing time of the week for me. Oh, look who's here, Zoe. Zoe. Good to see you, gorgeous Queen Olufunke Patoki. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming, Queen. Hey, you've been amazing. Always giving me your love and your support. Thank you so much, gorgeous Queen, for joining me tonight. You have been amazing. Thank you so much. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Zoe, for joining the stream tonight. Go, shine. You know it's only you that are watching. Face like the Lela Plantain. Go. Welcome. Thank you so much, guys. As you come in, can you smash the like? Okay, don't forget. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. One moment. Kindly thumbs up and share out the stream. Let's have more people joining. I know there's a party going on right now, and a lot of people are at the party, monetization party. I have been there. It's been on for over 3 hours. So, but I know after the party, you guys are just going to come around to give me your love and your support. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate you all. And tonight, it's Friday, and you know, it's supposed to be a Freaky Friday because I love it. Freaky Friday. But tonight, we'll be discussing something very interesting, which is cohabitation. So, please kindly help me share out your community. Let more people come in here, because this is something that it is becoming a norm. Actually, it's been accepted daily right now, and in some countries, cohabitation is a normal thing. It's more like marriage right now, because looking at about 40% to 50% of couples are actually cohabiting. They are not married, they are cohabiting. So we'll be looking at the pros and cons, and we're going to be looking at the challenges of cohabitation. Looking at the pros and cons of marriage, and why more people are deciding to settle for cohabitation instead of tying the knot. Because marriage, we know it's commitment between two people, and it's not just commitment, but tying the knot. At least you know you are getting yourself committed for life unless something happens. But if nothing happens, the plan is to grow old together, raise beautiful kids, and then just live forever, you know, together till death do you part. But when it comes to cohabitation, there is really nothing like that. There is no certainty. That's why I said the beauty and the uncertainties, the challenges, you know, that comes with it. The bold face Hello, hello, welcome. Thank you so much. And congratulations once again on your anniversary. Man, you guys have been so amazing. Congratulations on your marriage anniversary. Thank you so much for joining my stream tonight. And please kindly thumbs up in case you haven't done so. Kindly give me a thumbs up and help me share out your community if you have any. Let's have more people join the stream tonight. And tonight we are discussing cohabitation, the uncertainties, and the reason why more and more couples are deciding to settle for cohabitation instead of tying the knots. Now, like I was saying, about 40 to 50% of people in some countries right now, especially in UK, in Brazil, I don't know much about in America, but I know, yes, in America, about 40 to 50% in America as well. Linda Nenye, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you for your love and your support all the time. Thank you, Linda. Welcome. Thank you so much. Kindly smash the like, okay? And guys, like I said, if you have a community, kindly help me share out. Let's have more people come in here. I know there's a party going on somewhere right now, but I know when the party is over, you guys are just gonna come around. So we're discussing cohabitation. So in America, I know 40 to 50% of people are cohabiting right now. They've decided no. Marriage is not for me. Now, why are more and more people deciding this? This is what we're going to be looking into tonight. And the link is there. Let me drop it before I forget. Whoever wants to come up and chat on this, you have any suggestion, opinion, why you think this is going on, the link is there. You can jump on the link and tell me how is cohabitation where you reside? Is it a common thing? More and more people are embracing cohabitation instead of marriage. Now, looking at the challenges of marriage today, and one day I'm here today, but if I slip off, no problem, thumbs up done. Okay, Linda, I know it's probably late wherever you are right now. It's okay, but thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate this. It means a lot. Thank you so much, Linda. So we know that when it comes to marriage, with all the negativity, the negative news, the crisis in marriage, the complaints, the DV, the abuse, going on, I know is one of the reasons why people are scared. They are worried about this commitment. Commitment in marriage. They are afraid of tying the knot and then suddenly waking up to discover that no, this person, I made a mistake. And divorce is not easy. When it comes to divorce, some divorce can be very messy and dirty. Some divorce process can actually leave you mad for life. Some can leave you feeling so frustrated. Kukwishina, thank you so much. I saw you from the beginning. Thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream. And I appreciate the thumbs up as well, Queen. Thank you. So, you see, so when you look at the dirty divorce, the misunderstanding, the fight, the crisis, all the DVs going on, the spousal deleting is scaring a lot of people. So you don't want to come. Some people are scared of getting into marriage and then only for them to discover that, no, I made a mistake. No, this shouldn't have been. I'll prefer to cohabit and get to study the person very well, properly, before jumping into the marriage. And the funny thing, a lot of people are enjoying this cohabitation. Like I said, here in Brazil, cohabitation is a normal thing. It's becoming it's a normal thing. I think the number of couples cohabiting is higher, far higher than the number of couples getting married here in Brazil. I can tell you that. People are afraid of marriage. They are getting scared of getting married. They are afraid of this commitment. And especially, marriage, when it's getting, you can't just wake up, pick up your bag and say, I'm done. I am done. No. I didn't bargain for this. It takes process for you to annul the marriage. But when it comes to cohabitation, you just pick your bag. Guy, I am so done with this marriage. Babe, I can't take it anymore. So more and more people are finding solace in cohabitation. And the thing, they enjoy endless intimacy. Raise children together. Co-parent. Do everything that married couples do. And just enjoy themselves without any form of commitment. The only thing holding them together is the house and the children, if they have any. That's the only thing. And then there is no restriction. Nobody is stopping you from going wherever you want to go. Nobody's asking you, where the hell are you coming from? Where are you coming from? Why are you just returning by this time? And you know what? They don't even take permission. You don't need permission from anyone to, to do whatever you want to do. You like having joint account and all that is not in cohabitation. But in marriage is there. Mortgaging, buying properties, doing things together. In cohabitation, no, you can get properties together. You can just decide to buy whatever you want to buy and put in the house. And the day you're leaving, you pick up your stuff and you just walk away. But it's not like that with marriage. With marriage, you two are stuck together. Like you're needed together. You two are tied together. It is till death do you part. And you know the funny thing, cohabitation doesn't involve families. Unless those families who want to get involved. It doesn't involve family. All you need to do is just you and the guy, you and the lady. Nobody's involved. No third party. Nobody's coming. Nobody's prognosing. Nobody's asking questions. Unlike marriage, all you need is just you and the guy, you and the lady, and maybe your children. So families, welcome, Tyrone Murphy. I appreciate you. Sorry, guys, I've been missing a lot of chat here. Oh, sorry, true. Okay, that's very true. Divorce can actually make you wrong. Man, it's better to take your time before deciding. Honestly, Kupishina. Honestly. Tyrone Murphy, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you. Peace and love. Peace and love. Tyrone Murphy, welcome. Kupishina said, exactly, in marriage, we should help each other. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining the family, Tyrone. Welcome. So like I was saying, families are usually not gotten involved. You don't need any emotion. Like if you can decide to detach your emotion from cohabitation, it's just like living lovers. You are sharing accommodation and enjoying all the benefit that comes with marriage without being married. Somebody say, "Hoo la la," you are enjoying all the benefits. Z-Berries, welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome. Please, guys, as you come in, kindly smash that like, hit the like button, okay? And help me share out if you have a community. Welcome, Z-Berry. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome, Queen. So you see, your families are not involved. Your emotion is not involved. Yes, you can decide to actually cohabit with someone you're not in love with. It could be that you're having some financial crisis. It could just be friends with benefit. It could just be that you are pregnant or you just had kids together. You decided, okay, what? Let's get married. No, let's live together to save expenses. So these are just some of the reasons people decide to cohabit. It is easier, like it's the easy way out of troubles. The troubles that comes with marriage. Cohabitation is the leeway out. And then you avoid all the crisis that comes with marriage. I mean, it's funny, right? But this is the truth. This is the truth. More and more people are ditching marriage. And more people are deciding to go for divorce and just decide to cohabit. After all, you enjoy all the intimacy. No restriction. When children come, you raise the children together, isn't it? Yeah, you raise the children together when children are involved. But in marriage, it's not just the children. There are a whole lot of things, a whole lot of commitment, a lot you two have to do together. So, in as much as we know there are numerous benefits in cohabitation, for those who are into it, personally, I am not into it. And I can't say, I cannot speak against it because there are more people enjoying it. But we're going to be looking at the advantages and disadvantages. And if you are cohabiting, please let me know in the comment section. And let me know some of the benefits, the advantages, if you're cohabiting. Yeah, that hair looks so nice on you. Hope you must have said the same. Thank you, kids. I appreciate it. I just cracked me up. Yeah, thank you so much. So if you're cohabiting, you are living with a lover, enjoying all the benefits. Like, there's no restriction. After all, you get all the intimacy. After all, you get to do the chores together. You cook together. You get to spend cash together, though not in official way. And the funny thing, guys, here in Brazil, couples who cohabit together are considered as married couples. though without all the dotted lines of marriage, but they are considered like majority of them say this is my esposa, this is my my husband or my wife. You know, it is nothing here. It's nothing. So people have come to embrace cohabitation, and it is gradually taking over marriage. I'm sure in the next 10, 20 years, just a few persons will be walking down the aisles to say, yes, I do. Because cohabitation kind of favors them better. Most women give time to children than their husband, which I think is not good. Absolutely, absolutely. You see, that's the problem with marriage. This is why people are running away from it gradually. A lot of women are it's just for children. And not just the women, even the guy. So marriage is more of, hey, it's for children. Let's raise children together. So in cohabitation, you can as well raise the children. So if children is the only reason why you're getting married, why get married? If I'm going to be married and live miserably, why get married? I just better, you know, live, moving with the lady, moving with the guy, and enjoy all the benefits without this commitment, without the headache and the stress that comes with marriage. Hey, Ed Varieties, welcome. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you for joining this stream. I appreciate you. Please kindly give me a thumbs up. Don't forget, kindly click that like button. Give it to me. Oh, yo, Ma. Thank you so much, gorgeous Queen. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Queen, no problem. I appreciate you. Kindly click the like, okay? Welcome. So without all the headaches that comes with with marriage. Now let me tell you guys something that should I say no something that gave birth to this topic. I was watching a video a couple of days ago. Okay, Linda, you're still awake. That's good, Linda. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm trying to call this name right. Is it Lane Street time? Or is that L, please? Let me know. Is it L or I? I don't know the first letter there. I don't know if it's L or I, but it should be L. Lane Street Tan Vlogs. Welcome. Thank you so much. Please pardon me if I didn't call your name well. I am so sorry. Okay. It's the first time saying the name, but I believe when I go to your channel, I'm going to hear how you pronounce the name. Yeah, I'll see how you pronounce the name and be able to pronounce it better. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. Please kindly give me a thumbs up, okay? Smash the like button. And if you have a community, please kindly help me share out your community. Let's have more amazing people join the conversation tonight. Welcome, Ed Varieties, ma'am. It's a pleasure having you. Thank you so much. Welcome. So now, guys, we have 14 amazing people in the house. Kindly thumbs up 14 amazing, wonderful people. If you're the background, kindly come in. Come in and say hello to the host. Don't sit at the background. Come in, guys, and say hello to the host and join the conversation, okay? Please. Okay, Lane Street Time. Okay, Lane Street Time. Welcome. Thank you so much. So, like I was saying, let me tell you guys something that gave birth to this topic today. I was watching a video a couple of days ago. A guy and a lady appeared before a jury, before a judge. And guess what happened? They have been living together for over 15 years. 15 years, if I'm not mistaken, because the first child is a teenager. My husband always goes out with my girl. They don't give time. I wish I can tell him why he doesn't love me like before, but still love it seeing them together. Oh, Queen, you know, Queen, this calls for conversation. You need to have this communication with him. You need to discuss this with him, because this is the problem a lot are facing. Using children to front, you know, placing the children before the wife or before the husband, and this hurts. So you need to have a honest discussion with him, have a honest conversation with him. That will help, so he understands how you feel. You still need him, you still love him, because this love has been there before the children came. So he can't just use the children and then forget about it, like take on with the children. In as much as you love the fact that he's bonding with the girls, you still need him, you still want him. So have a honest conversation with him. Oh, Vife have Bondu. Oh my God, Josephine. Thank you so much for joining this stream. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much. Kindly smash the like, okay? Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. Share out your community if you have any. Let's discuss this. So like I was saying, they've got a teenage child. a teenage son, and they appeared before the judge. They were having problems. This couple have been cohabiting for years, and they've got 3 children without any commitment, no marriage. They've been living peacefully that way until the lady felt, I need more. It's time to go see my parents. It's time for you to pay my bride price. And the guy isn't buying into that. He's been enjoying all the benefits. Why would she suddenly wake up and want him to make some commitments, like pay bride price, get married? Pretty happy. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much for joining this stream. I really appreciate you, Queen. Welcome. Thank you, Pretty Happy. Kindly smash the like, okay? Thank you so much. Thanks for the thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, don't forget. And the guy wasn't having it. They have 3 children and they've been living for 13, 14 years together. Goodness Diary, welcome. Thank you so much, Queen. Welcome. Whoa, I have amazing people here tonight. Amazing people, amazing queens and kings. Welcome. I appreciate you joining the stream tonight. Please kindly thumbs up as you're coming in and share out to your community. We're discussing the pros and cons, the pros, that's the advantages and disadvantages of cohabiting, and why most people, most couples today are opting for cohabitation instead of all the commitments and the troubles and the trials and the crisis that comes with marriage. You know, they just feel, why do I have to go through all that? That's what we're looking into today. Mommy Ifechi, welcome. Mommy, my own mommy. Thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you so much, mommy. Welcome. It's a pleasure. It's a delight to always see you here. It gives me a special kind of joy and smile, mommy. Good to have you. Welcome. So like I was saying, they've been living for 13, 14 years and they've got 3 kids. And the guy was not having the marriage thing because right from the onset, there was no discussion about marriage. They decided to move in together, start living together, and had children. They had 3 children. Then the lady had to take him to court. And when they got to court, that was a shocker. When they got to court, the judge was asking, for how long have you been cohabiting? And they both said, okay, I have opinion which may be unpopular but still come up shortly. Okay, mommy, you know your opinions. God, mommy, please come up, okay? Let me drop the link in case when you're ready to jump on it, mommy, your opinion is highly welcomed here. So the judge asked, you've been living together, asked the lady, so how come this guy hasn't gone to see your parents and you didn't ask him? She said she has been hoping and waiting for him to go do the right thing, but he's not having the conversation with her until she felt it's about time. After 10 years, this is 13, 14 years. And the judge asked the guy, so how have you been living with this woman for this long and you are not discussing marriage? And the guy said they never had any agreements. They never had any marital agreement. They have just been living together and enjoying themselves and raising these children until she came up with this distasteful thing called marriage. She just suddenly came up and wants marriage and just said, does it mean you never had intention of marrying her? He said, no. Ooh. No, this guy said it right in her presence. They said, no, I never had intention of getting married to this woman. And the judge asked again, wait, so all along you've been living together, you never thought about what if she had, okay, does it mean she didn't ask? He said, no, she never asked. She was comfortable with us cohabiting together. She was very comfortable with us living together. She was very comfortable with this arrangement of cohabitation, and she never worried me about marriage. And the judge asked, so what if she had asked? What if she had wanted marriage? What if she had insisted that you go pay her bride price and marry her legally? The guy said, I wouldn't have done so. If she had insisted, that means she's trying to force me to marry her. That means she's been desperate. That kind of shocked everyone in the court. It shocked everyone present. They're like, whoa. So you've been living with this woman for 13, 14 years, had no intention at all, while the woman in question has been hoping and waiting endlessly for the day this guy will say, will you marry me? And because of that, they've had 3 children. She was weak right there in the court, hearing it from the guy that if she had insisted that he marries her, that means she is trying to force him into the marriage. Now, this is what is happening to a lot of young ladies. We've been talking about some of the benefits. Oh, no commitment, endless intimacy without commitment, no parental involvement, no family involvement. There is no commitment at all. You don't owe anybody any loyalty. All you need to do is go out. You don't need permission. You go out, you come in. Like, you know, unlike marriage, you just don't go out without telling your spouse where you're going to or where you're coming from. I know some people do that these days. They don't care. They go out and come in at will. That is no longer marriage. The moment a spouse starts doing that, just know that that marriage is beginning to hit the rock. Just get that into your, just know that. The moment a spouse chooses to do whatever, that is no longer marriage. If you feel you cannot carry your partner along, just decide to go for cohabitation, because that is the only place you have every right to do whatever you want to do. Goodness Diary, welcome, gorgeous queen. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome. Please kindly give me a thumbs up, okay? Like I said, guys, the link is there. Whoever wants to come up and let's have this discussion. Do you know people who are cohabiting and raising children? How has it been for them? Has it been glorious and beautiful, just like marriage? I don't know. Let me know, okay? Welcome. So everyone was shocked and taken aback in the court, and it was so seriously. This is shocking. A lot of ladies have found themselves in this situation, cohabiting with a guy, raising wonderful children without commitment, until the day the guy says, "No, I can't go on with this." Like we said from the initial, from the beginning. In cohabitation, you can pick up your bag and say, "I am done. I'm no longer interested in this arrangement." Just pick up your suitcase and walk away. It's not done like that in marriage. Welcome. Thank you so much, everyone. Kindly smash the like in case you haven't done so. Help me click the like and share out to your community. So, a lot of ladies have had children in the course of cohabiting with a guy. You are not asking questions. Where is this boat? Where is this bus that have boarded? Where is it taking us to? Where are you driving me to? I shared this in one of my videos. You can check that out in my videos. You don't ask questions. You just assume that because you've had one child or two together, that guy will go pay your bride price, or that guy will take you to court and do the rightful, or that guy will just walk you down the aisles and say, "I do." You have to define it. Are you cohabiting? Are you living lovers, bed warmers, friends with benefits? Ask yourself, which one are you in? Because if you want marriage, you can't be cohabiting for a long time and expecting the guy to go do the honorable thing. It's not possible. He's enjoying all the benefits. It could be your intention in the long run. And I have asked a couple I know personally why they are cohabiting without any commitment. And they said, "Look, it's the same thing. If anything happens, we're going to get divorced, and the divorce is going to be messy. So why the commitment?" They've been living together and they're very, very comfortable with that. And they've got kids. This arrangement is very common in developed world. It's very, very common. And it's normal thing. Even some parents are aware that, their children are cohabiting. It's nothing to them. Like I said, in marriage, parent involvement is different from parental involvement in cohabitation. They are two different things. In marriage, it has to do with two families, both your uncles and aunties, your nephews and nieces, your cousins, everybody's involved. But in cohabitation, it may just be maybe the mom or the dad or even both parents knowing you two, but they don't, they are not committed. Like, how do I put it? It's nothing to them. They just know, my children are living together. And like I said, here in Brazil, they are considered as husband and wife. You see couples cohabiting, they say, "Hey, meet my husband, meet my wife." They call it husband. There is nothing like, "This is my boyfriend." No, it is still husband. It is still husband, wife, husband, wife. They use the term for. Okay. Now, some ladies who have found themselves in this, usually most times they didn't prepare for cohabitation. They had intention of marriage, but because they didn't spell it out, this guy is just enjoying all the benefits of a husband. He's enjoying all the benefits, and they've had children. So why waste money for one wedding? Why do I have to spend money for one traditional marriage? Why should he spend money, traveling around to go pay some bride price when we've had children, when we're living together, having a great time, having fun? It's not different from marriage. The only difference, maybe the dotted line, the ring, the wedding gown and suit. Rebecca, welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. Please kindly smash the like. Thank you. Yeah. So guys, let me know, do you know people who are cohabiting? Which would you prefer? Cohabitation? Have you cohabited with someone before? How was it like? Did you enjoy it? Did it help you make your decision? Are you married today? Thank you for the thumbs up. Are you married today with that guy or with that lady you cohabited with? I know a lot of people who, at least I know some couples who are cohabiting. And when you mention marriage, they say, no, please. That thing called marriage scares them like hell. You mention marriage, oh, come on, spare me that. Marriage is becoming scary by the day, and more couples are embracing living together without any stress whatsoever. They don't want that stress at all. They just enjoy this living together. Like I said, lack of commitment in cohabitation. There's nothing like accountability. You're not accountable to anyone. You don't have to go through divorce. The day you say you are done, that's the end. You don't have to go through divorce. You don't have to go through all those stress and problems that comes with divorce, And then the children, one thing we're going to be looking at is the disadvantage it may have. It may, like I said, if you're cohabiting, you may be enjoying it, you may not have any issues. But for those who are not really prepared for the disadvantage, listen to this. Some ladies, like I was saying before, didn't prepare for this. They just found themselves living with their boyfriend, and from living, they become serious, and then she gets pregnant, they have the child, gets pregnant again, have another child, gets pregnant again, have another child, gets pregnant again, and have 4 children. So, why should the guy commit himself with marriage? Why does he need to tie himself with marriage? After all, what a lot of guys are looking for is just children. That's just children. They are not looking for one person they want to grow old together with. We know the truth. We know. Some of them are not looking for someone to grow old together with. They are just looking for someone to just have children with and just have a companion. The day they are tired, they just wake up someday and say, look, and they come up with one story of how monkey born 1, 2 come die inside. Stories will start coming up. And once that is done, you as the lady have no moral justification, have no legal right to just say you are not going anywhere. In marriage, before you go anywhere, you have to go and sign, I am not doing again. In traditional marriage, traditional setting, like in Africa, you don't just walk out of marriage and say you are not doing again, I am done. You are still doing until the bride price is returned. Until they do all the necessary things, you are not going anywhere. You have to still go to court, go through the process, talk about sharing of assets and all that. So, you see the advantage. That is one thing I say about marriage. You don't just pick your bag and walk away. Body comfort, and they want to make sure if they are fertile. Thank you. You have a point here, Rebecca. Some guys just want to have children and just be sure that, okay, this lady is fertile, or even the ladies themselves want to be sure that they are fertile with the guy. So before they do the commitment in. We have Mommy Ifechi in the house. Mommy, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Mommy. Welcome.
Thank you.
My amazing
Thank you, everyone.
Nemo, Nemo, ezigbo Nemo. Let me wait, I want to sing for mommy. She's been an amazing mother to me. Nemo, Nemo, ezigbo Nemo, mama. Nemo, Nemo,
I'm dancing.
ezigbo Nemo le. Chukwu biko nna m gọzie nne m na nna maka. Welcome, mommy.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm not going to be long because I'm busy in the background, but I thought I'll come and just give my own opinion about this.
Thank you.
Because incidentally, I know 1, 2, 3, about a few people who are doing that, and so I'll talk from their experience actually. And obviously, myself, I've never been in that situation, but my own opinion is that, and now everybody in the chat, this is my opinion, and so nobody should get it twisted.
No, we all have our opinion. So your opinion, everybody have their own opinion. So it's okay, mommy, because there are people who are into it and there are others who are not into it.
Exactly.
You know, so and the percentage is almost becoming the same today.
Yeah.
You know, the percentage of people cohabiting and people getting married is almost becoming 50-50.
Yeah. So it's first of all, I would say that it's a choice. Yeah, it's people's choice.
Yeah.
But at the same time, being a Christian, I always base what I do from the Bible. And I think that when God said that it's not good for man to be alone, but to be, and they made that meeting rape from the man is for them to get married and unite in that way. So biblically, I feel that cohabiting is not for me. And I mean, I have sons. I will not encourage any of them to cohabit. And by God's grace, the way I've seen them, they're not going to think about it. I don't know if anything will change tomorrow, so I cannot say never. But obviously, you have to guide your children. You have to, and then if they decide eventually that's what they want to do, I'm not going to condemn them. I'm not going to say you're no more my son because you're cohabiting with somebody, having children. But when we look at these things, we have to also consider the negative impacts of cohabiting. To me, from what I've observed, you know, people who are cohabiting, some of them will cohabit for 10 years and then have maybe about 2 or 3 children and decide that they're now going to get married. And as soon as they get married, they have problem and then divorce comes. And you wonder, you've been cohabiting for this number of years, you've had children, and then as soon as you say, okay, let us just make it, let us go and get married and make it for the children, so that the children will be, you and the children, the wife, because when people are cohabiting, the wife of the lady, because it's not the wife, the lady that
not the wife, the lady.
Yes, the lady will still be answering her maiden name, and the children obviously will answer the man's name. I've seen a situation where, obviously, from here, not our culture, where the woman said, well, I want the children to bear my name. And it's like a big thing. Whose surname will these children bear? So when we are talking about this cohabiting, we have to think of the implications on the children who are being raised in this kind of a relationship. So they are confused. First of all, confusion, you know, I have this big thing about children, you know, when it comes to things like this. My first consideration is, how about the children? How do they feel about this? How will this affect them? Whose surname are they bearing? Where that woman, I know her very well, she's saying that the children have to bear her name. Why? For what? Are you a man? But because you say, well, we're just here together. Okay, since we have 3 of them, one can bear your name and one will bear my name. Hello.
Oh, imagine the confusion.
Yes, it's a big confusion. That's what I'm saying. It's okay for people to decide to do these things, but how about those people, precious people, that you people decided to bring into this mess of a relationship? Because if they're not quarreling about whose surname they're going to bear, that's a mess starting already. So this couple, I always look at them and they're not happy. I'm not saying that all married people are happy. Of course not. Some married people are very unhappy, but they're very unhappy. And the children, I can see some bit of confusion in the children. How are you going to say that you have 3 children, 2 will bear the lady's name and 1 will bear the man's name, and 2 of you conceive them? Now, that's the danger of cohabiting from what I've seen, what I've witnessed. Yes, is that confusion. and uncertainty. There's always a high level of uncertainty in that kind of relationship. And there's also some risk of actual fulfilled intimacy, because it's like you're living your life. We are here, we're just here together. Doesn't mean that I can't do whatever I want to do. At the end of the day, I've not gone in front of people to take any oath with you. So we are just here as friends, and we can choose to do what we want to do. So it's like a free type of relationship, which to me, I don't buy that. I just don't understand it. But my main issue, to be quite honest, is the children concerned. When they start, even if the woman agreed that the children will bear the father's name, because the woman understands that the man obviously fathers these children. I know you carry them in your womb, because that was the woman's argument. Well, I carried them for 9 months, so they're going to do this. And it was a big thing in that particular one, which really disheartened me. That's why each time I hear about cohabitation, I know that some people have done it without any problem, and the children answered the man's name. But their mother is answering different name. They go to school to be registered. The children are registered under their father's surname. Their mother is coming as the mother of these children, and they will put in the next of kin. Their mother is the next of kin, but she's answering something totally different from these children.
Like here in Brazil, mommy. Okay, mommy, one second. Being a carer with cares, welcome. Thank you so much, ma, for coming. I appreciate you, and thank you for the thumbs up as well. Thank you so much, Experience Africa. Welcome, welcome. Rebecca Le Prince, my gorgeous, welcome. I do not take your presence here for granted. Please, guys, as you're coming in, kindly smash the like and share out to your community if you have any. Mommy, you know, it's very common here in Brazil. What they do here is that they bear the mother's name. Legally, cohabitation is recognized here by the government. So the truth, it's recognized. So I would say the percentage of people cohabiting here is like 80%. 20 just get married. Here cohabitation is nothing, and they call them husband and wife, and it's recognized. So the children bear the mother's name because it is usually the mother's name that is given to the children. In fact, they don't care about who the father is, because a woman can have children with multiple men. The person that matters most is the mother. So with the mother, they can treat, anything about the child can be documented. They don't care who the father is. They don't care who you have children with. What they care about is you. So when you go to fill in documents for the children or school, anything at all, hospital, police case, school, anything, is just the mother's name that is needed. Welcome, Eugene's Space.
How about the surname of those children? Would that be their mother's surname? Do you know?
Now, that is what I don't even understand. I didn't really ask, but I know that it's the mother that they care about. They don't look at the father's name. Usually the maiden name, maybe the name the mother bears, her own surname, her own parent name, is the name that is documented.
You see,
you know,
that's where I'm a bit anyway. If that is what they do there and it's working for them, fine. But from our own culture, it's something that is not the norm, where a man and a woman will have children and they'll be answering the woman's name, or the children will be going towards the mother's side than the father's side. It's not what we do. So if you want for them,
in our culture, mommy, in Igbo culture,
yes,
if a woman is cohabiting with a guy and they have children together without marriage, those children bears only the mother's name. They don't bear the man's name unless bride price is paid. Yes, in Igbo culture today, a child whose mother's bride price is not paid doesn't bear the man's name. The child bears, like as I'm bearing. Let's say my surname is Onwadi. Onwadi, that's my surname, Onwadi. So if I have a child outside wedlock now, all my children will bear Onwadi. They are not going to bear the man's name.
I didn't know
unless the man pays bride price on my head. Yes.
Wow, that's even more confusing for the children. When they grow up, eventually they will now, I don't know. To me, I just find it strange. And but if it's something that people think is doable, that's fine. But personally, I will not encourage it. And if there's any reason why people have to do it and they think it's okay and it's working out for them, so be it. But personally, it's not something I will support due to all these uncertainties. Now, the children will be bearing the mother's name and all the rest of it. So it's just, to me, I still don't.
Cornelius has been in Brazil for years now. I want to know, he said they bear, Okudele said they bear the mother's name in the middle of their name. So the mother's name is inserted. What about that means it's like the mother's name in the middle and then the man's name at the end. So the child is, let's say for instance, Joy, Onwadia, then Paul, kind of. So it's really a very, getting it right with Olivia, welcome. Thank you so much. It's really a complicated kind of arrangement, if you ask me. It's very complicated.
Yes, honestly,
and people are running away from it because of commitment.
Yeah, it's really, to me personally, I just don't think it's it's so complicated, and those children might be slightly confused about what is going on. And so to me, it's not something that should be encouraged. But if people choose to do it, let them carry on, but let them also think about the child. There's somebody said, but when a child grew up and find out about how that wasn't there, a child's adult will take off the last name as a surname. Yeah, that's the thing. That complication, that uncertainty, that confusion on the children. I don't think, to me, that's the main reason for me, really, not the two adults who chose to be living in the house. And to me, another thing is the commitment. That commitment we're talking about in marriage may not be there, because they're like, listen, you haven't paid anything on my head. We are not married. We haven't taken any oath that we're going to do this or do this for the rest of our lives. So if it does, when we are tired, anybody can just go their own way. And so it's the uncertainty and how the children will be affected. That's the big thing for me, really. Yeah.
Honestly. And she said where she's coming from. Say where I'm coming from. Together or no, together, okay, together a child must hold the dad's name. So whether they are together or not, the child bears the father's name. Like they don't drag it.
That's what I believe. You have to bear the father's name. How can, so this other woman I was talking about, this happened here in UK. So I don't know what the law of UK allows for people who are cohabiting, about this surname, but this is what the woman wanted the children to bear her own surname, not even their dad's surname to be in the picture at all. And that's
and I heard the number is high in UK. The number of couples cohabiting is very high in UK.
Yeah.
In UK, in US, in Brazil, it's very high.
Very, very high, because each time you're assessing them and you ask them about husband, they'll say to you, no, partner, so they don't
partner. That's the word.
They use partner. Yeah, they will not tell you that they won't come and say, oh, we are cohabiting, but the word partner, once they say partner, that's what it means. They're just living there. There's no commitment. They're not married, but they've got children, or a couple of children, or one or two or three children together. And some of them have done it for 40 years, and they're happy. And they're happy, but I don't know about the children.
You see, mommy, like you were mentioning, the moment they get married, the next year is divorce. Marriage doesn't usually last for people who are beating, especially for a long time.
Because I think the reason is very clear. The reason is the fact that they've lived like this for so many years. They have seen it all. They have done it all. What is this commitment now with this marriage? For you to tell me, don't do this now, don't do that, or don't go this and that. And to them, it's like, I love my life before. I just give me back my life before, when we're just living our lives independently. Because they've seen it all, they've done it all, they've had their children. What is left? It's just to go there and say I do in front of people. Is that all? So to them, some of them
spend money.
Yeah, I spend money. Some of them feel suffocated after saying I do, because before they were free to do their own thing. You know, so that's
Yes.
why a lot of them do that immediately after marriage. It doesn't last long and they separate or divorce. So I would say if it's working for people and they don't mind how it affects their children, when they should carry on and don't bother halfway or maybe after 25 years to go and talking about marriage, because most of the time it doesn't work out. You know, so that's what I have to say about that one. But to me, it's something. It's not something I will encourage any of my sons to do.
It's not in our culture. Like in Africa, we are used to getting married the proper way, and if it doesn't work out, we get divorced and move on and remarry. But it's kind of, it's something, though more and more people are getting bored and they're doing it back home now. They no longer care, especially in the cities. Back then you can't just see a young lady living with a guy, no commitment. But now it's very common. It's common to see people just living together for years. Back at the school, I had a friend. This is about 14 years ago in the university. 15 years ago in the university. I had a friend who was living with her boyfriend then. They lived together. In fact, they started living together before they even got admission, came to school and continued living together. They lived together for about 9 years before they eventually got married. 9 years.
Wow. And
eventually.
Yeah. But at that time they've had some children, Abby?
No, they don't have any children. Just now that they've had one child, and that's the only child they have.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's my
this
own.
Is the reason why some people want to cohabit and live for some time. See if the woman or if she cannot, if she's not conceiving, they quickly end, end the arrangement and move on. Because once you get married, divorce is not easy. So by the time maybe those who are desperate to have children, they go in there just to test this thing and see if we cohabit for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and nothing is happening. They know, okay, after no commitment, they quietly, stylishly, sneakily end the arrangement.
Yeah, again,
they quickly end.
Yeah, again, that kind of mindset regarding whether that person is going to conceive or not before you decide whether you really want to marry, or you're living with the person to know whether they will conceive or not, to me, again, is very wrong, because anything can happen. They may have that child or children and something may happen, and they'll, there's just a lot of things, because life events happen, and what happens at that time, you decide now that she's actually had children, but something has happened to those children, God forbid. Now she can't conceive anymore. Now we have to finish it because that relationship is based on children. Who said that marriage is about children in the first place? So again, it's a wrong way of thinking about thinking about marriage. If they're going to put their children first, so that's in the first place is very wrong, very, very wrong. But
Thank you, Mommy. We have someone here that said, Salito Salina, welcome, Salito. I appreciate you. We have Tonda Scorpion in the house. Welcome, Tonda. Welcome, Glorious Reality. I really do appreciate you. Please kindly smash the like so you don't forget. Go out there and smash the likes. Hit it, okay? Tonda said, me and my daughter child lived, your daughter's mother, she be your daughter's mother, lived together for 4 years before we broke up. Now we co-parent. Did you live, is it a cohabitation kind of arrangement, or you officially got married, Tonda? Let me know in the comment section, Tonda. You say me and my daughter's mom, it should be your daughter's mom, lived together for 4 years before we broke apart. Now we co-parent. I say she has my last name. Your daughter has your last name, and there is no last name. Her mother doesn't have any. Her last name is not there at all, or even middle name. Welcome, Glorious Reality. Yeah, please, Tonda, let me know the full details, okay? Were you guys officially married while living together, or you were just co-parenting? Have you ever gotten married to her? Like, did you do it the official way before you now start co-parenting? Let me know. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. Kindly smash the like we say, people have their reasons. Some people are afraid of marriage, especially young folks today. They are afraid of marriage. They are scared of commitment. With all this a lot of negative news flying around on the internet, all this negative news flying around of marriage, husband did this, wife set husband's apartment ablaze, wife poured hot water on husband's bola, wife does this, husband did this, husband delete wife. All those things are scaring more young folks. So they just feel, damn, the moment this woman starts giving me headache, I will just carry my bag and disappear. You don't even need to carry any property. Just carry your bag and nobody's going to look for him. Nobody's going to ask for him. But if his marriage, the man leaves home one day, actually, they'll look for him.
Yeah.
No, we never got married. Yes, me and my daughter's mom never married. Okay, they never got married, but you lived together, like you cohabited for 4 years. Wow. And I would love you. I wish you jump on the link and share what the experience is like. You know, why did you decide to? Why are you scared of commitment? Why don't you want to get married to her? I would love to hear from a man's perspective who are equally cohabited with a woman for at least for some years now.
Before, I don't know whether he's coming or not, but before then, I just want to say, well, if people are worried about marriage, that actually means that they don't really understand fully what marriage is all about. Because if you are prepared to for commitment, then marriage should not really be a big issue. But if people just choose to, live together, and their priority, which in most marriages is the case, is to have children, then there's no point in getting married. They can just cohabit and have the children. And if it's in a culture where the child is allowed to answer the man's name, to me, it's only proper for that child to answer the man's name for the child's benefit. That growing up, you know that this is my father. You can't be answering your mother's name. It doesn't sound right to me anyway.
That is because you came from a place where it's cultural for a child to bear the father's name. I think in Ghana, I don't know whether they bear the especially places where women pay the men's groom price. The children get to bear the woman's name.
Wow.
Honestly. Mommy, thank you so much. You've been amazing.
Thank you, everyone. I will go down now. I'll still be in the chat for a little while. But before then, Glory, are you still there? Did you see Glory at the live stream? At the live stream where they are doing the monetization party. If you see her with her goggle,
I saw her. Glory's relative. I've been there. I didn't know. I told her that, man, that thing is
I didn't know it was her. I just saw the name and I thought, oh, that's a Glory. I didn't know it was her. With her cowboy cap as well. I'm like, Glory reality.
She prepared for that monetization party. She wore her. Yes, she prepared. And I'm sure Glory's reality was putting on coin shoe there too.
Anyway, I just thought I'll say that before I go down. But yes, that's my own penny worth on this issue, really. Yeah.
Thank you, name. Thank you so much. Your opinion is very welcome, because the truth is, we just have to say it as it is. Some people are embracing. We know why they are embracing it, and marriage is not. Everybody's not cut out for marriage. There are people who marriage can work out for. No matter what they do, even if they get married, it's not in their DNA to be married. Because the moment they get any bit of commitment, they run away from it. So I really appreciate you, Mommy. Thank you so much.
Fine. Okay, then everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay. Glory's reality, thank you so much. Salito Salina, getting it right with Olivia. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Please, guys, don't forget to thumbs up, okay? I don't know if the party is still on, but don't forget to thumbs up and share out. Let more people come in here. We're looking at why more and more people are deciding to cohabit instead of getting married. We know marriage has to do with commitment, and without commitment, marriage cannot work out, because you just have to make up your mind to say, is till death do us part. I'm living with this woman. I'm going to live with this man till death do us part, and we're going to raise children. We want to grow old together, and then it's for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, in richer and for poorer, till death do us part. But in cohabitation, there is nothing like in sickness and in poorer. If the sickness becomes too much, the partner can decide to say, wow, I am not ready for this. If it's in riches and in rich and in poor, in richness and in poorer, what is it? Once the guy is so poor, he can't even feed himself nor feed the woman. The woman will pack her bag and go, because there is no commitment. She didn't come to this world to suffer for anyone. You get it? So don't expect any kind of or any form of commitment from a woman you're cohabiting with. Don't expect her to stick with you in sickness and in health, in richer and in poorer, in sickness and in, don't expect her to be there, because that commitment is zeroed out. You two are just sharing the roof and enjoying the bed. Don't expect. This is why a lot of women, the moment they've had 2 children or 3 children, the guy is done. He will just end the whole arrangement, and the woman is left to become single mother. We have number of single mothers on the increase. Single mothers are on the increase on daily basis. Sometimes it is not accidental pregnancy. There's nothing. It is from cohabitation. Some women have been left with 2, 3, 4, 5 children to raise all alone, because the guy is done with the arrangement. All he will just do is to disappear one day, leaving her with a burden. Leaving her with a burden of raising these children alone. And that is, if in a Western world, of course, the guy will be forced to co-parent and pay child support. But in Africa, where we don't have a body guy regulating this thing, watching and helping, supporting women, by ensuring that men pay child support and co-parent, the woman is left with a burden all by herself of raising children. He's not one child, 2, 3, 4. Do you know what it takes to raise children, multiple children, all alone? It takes a lot. And some of these guys back home don't care. So it is you, the lady, if you know that this arrangement doesn't suit you, you know that if children are involved, that you can't raise these children all by yourself, don't settle for this kind of arrangement. You know you cannot raise these children all by yourself. Don't settle for it. Start early to ask the guy, where are we heading to? Where is this boss that we are in? Where is it taking us to? Or are we just enjoying each other? Sometimes, like we said, yes, love is sweet, but in loving, have sense. Don't just settle with a guy's arrangement without asking. The story I was sharing from the beginning, this lady was shot after 3 children. They've lived together for 13, 14 years. Suddenly she wants marriage, because she's been waiting for this guy. And this is the predicament of a lot of ladies. You are living with a guy, you are not asking him. Okay, maybe in the course of the relationship, you took in, you decided, okay, since I don't want to be a single mother alone, I don't want to live alone, it's better I go in, and move in with the guy. Whereas you know your plan, you want marriage. Let the guy know when you are leaving, so that you don't wake up overnight. The guy wants just cohabitation. You don't wake up overnight and start singing marriage to him. The moment you start singing marriage, you have equally ruined that cohabitation. You want marriage, you will not see. Cohabitation, you will not see. You will be left alone to raise the child or children. Okay, I'm back. Then my first child has my last name. We never married and never even lived together. Okay, okay. Yeah, many women here are mothers, but never wives. That's in US. That's in US. I have a couple of friends in US there. They are all, let me even say, at least I know 5 who are single mothers. They are single mothers, and I know some have been living with these guys for some years. Eventually, it packed up and they moved in on their own. Started raising these children all by themselves. At least I know one who has 4 children. She's in Texas. 4 children, living alone with these children. Now, what she has done is to go bring her parents to come help her raise the children, because it's not easy. She has to work. She needs to work to pay the bills. These children need to be taken care of. Somebody needs to pay the bills. She has to work. So her parents had to now come over to the United States to help her raise these 4 children. Whereas there was no marriage. So I'm going to go to Nigeria and start the same trend. Thunder, please, you're not welcome in Nigeria at all. You are not welcome. Don't even go there. Our women don't settle for this kind of arrangement. Thunder, our women don't settle for this arrangement. We want marriage, okay? And we want commitment. So if there's no commitment, no, bye-bye, no. We don't want to cohabit. We don't want you to start eating the cookies and enjoying the cookies, not being responsible or not being committed. We don't want you to eat the cookies without commitment. The cookies come with commitment. So if you're not ready for the commitment, there's no cookies for you. Even if you eat the cookies, we give you little cookies and we run away. That's all. So cohabitation worked for some people. Like Mommy Fechi was saying, there are couples who have lived together for years, 20, 30 years. And then the moment they get married, that is the end of it. The marriage packs up instantly. Why? Because they have been enjoying that freedom. They've been flying like birds, enjoying the freedom of cohabitation. There's no commitment. The woman don't get to ask her, ask the guy, where are you coming from? Where are you going? You know, financially, they are both independent on their own. There's nothing like joint account. There's nothing like, oh, we do this. Yeah, they can support with the rent and feeding. But you see, in marriage, there's this special kind of arrangement when it comes to finance, to their finances. They plan for the future. In cohabitation, nobody is planning for the future except the children are involved. True. The saying is, why buy the cow where you're getting the milk free? You see? Okay, I need to put this here. I need to highlight this. You see what I'm saying? This is coming from a guy that have experienced this, and he's in US. Why buy the cow when you can get? I think I need to add this to my description. I need to find out. I'm adding this to my description, honestly. Why buy the cow when I'm getting the milk free? You see, this is what a lot of women need to know. If you want commitment, say it from the onset. Don't give into this. Don't move in with a guy and then you want marriage. This guy is going to chop free and clean mouth. He will chop and clean mouth. When you talk about marriage, they tell you, hello, babe, the arrangement from the onset isn't marriage. I'm not cut out for marriage. Why do you want to ruin this beautiful relationship we're having? Why do you want to ruin it? Why bring marriage into it? Because marriage ruins their freedom. Marriage ruins their freedom. With marriage, they will no longer be flying around like birds, carrying multiple women. At least they are being checkmate and restricted with all that. Now, there's equally someone I know that is into this arrangement of cohabitation. They've been living together, but right now, as we speak, the whole thing is shaky. She's afraid of leaving. The guy wants to leave. The guy needs his freedom. They're still living together, but he's shaky already. The guy wants his freedom. The lady's trying to tie him down at all because they have 2 children. She wants marriage. She's doing all she can. I narrated a story, similar thing that happened a couple of days ago in one of my live stream. The lady had just one child, and they've been together over there in UK. She got pregnant. They've been living together, and then she decided, okay, the guy needs to do the honorable thing. We've had a child, and blah blah blah. And this guy is saying, no, I'm not ready for marriage. She even went as far as living with the guy's parents. She had to travel back home to Nigeria, started living with the guy's parents as a wife, hoping that the guy will come. By the time he sees that the mother is taking the girl as a daughter-in-law, she's doing all the wife-eating for her family, the guy will come down and pay bride price. Last, the guy still insisted. He came down to Nigeria and insisted that he is not ready for marriage. Guess what? He settled her, gave her some amount of money to move on, leave the family house. And she's still asking, should I leave? No, stay. When the guy has already told you what he's cut out for. We have to be wise, ladies. Some of these guys want to eat free cookies, drink the milk without buying the cow. You see that? Unless you yourself, you want to settle for such. You yourself, you want that kind of arrangement. You are enjoying it. You know you're not going to wake up one morning to start singing marriage, marriage, marriage to the guy. So long as you know that whatever comes out of it, when you have children, you have to be with those children all by yourself. You have to raise them. If you're in a place where the guy pays child support, lucky you. But if you're in a place where the government doesn't care about child support, you are so on your own. So how do you raise children all by yourself and work at the same time, especially when they're still toddlers, when they're still babies, when they're still kids, young children? How? This guy has moved on. You can't force him to sit at home. You can't force him to come raise the children with you, no? There's no commitment. There is no commitment. So you can't ask the guy to come sit down. Let's do this thing together. We'll have these children together. There's another folk in US there. They are cohabiting. I think someone shared that in my live stream one time. They got married, then got divorced, and now they're cohabiting. And the funny thing, they are both living their lives. The guy brings his woman, the woman brings his guy, and they're both having the other affair and still living together. Is this the kind of arrangement people want? Arrangement without commitment, where nobody ties you down, where nobody asks any question. So I think on the long run, this thing gets to affect women the most. Women are most affected because if anything goes wrong, they are left. If you're not prepared to be a single mother, you don't have a choice. You must then be a single mother. If you are not ready and prepared to be a single mother, don't go into cohabitation arrangement, because there's no guarantee. The uncertainty is 90%. No guarantee. Even you as a woman can wake up and say, look, I can't stand this man anymore. Like, I can't stand all this anymore. Like, I want to move on with my life. Or you finally met someone, the love of your life. Thank God, no commitment. After we're just cohabiting. You pick your bags also, and you begin to move. You leave. Who do we have here? My God, just wait.
Hello, beautiful host. So my hands were so tied today that I couldn't sneak out to jump in.
It's okay. It's okay, Queen. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. I mean, it can't be like that all the time. I understand.
And your topic is so amazing. Honestly, I've been at the background listening. Omifechi came as well. She was so shocked about our tradition, whereby if price. But that is the truth. In all honesty, people don't get it, but that is the Ndibo.
That child will not bear your name. And people are wondering, why did you let Doche go to marry Judy? It is because of the child. The child will not bear the name. No.
Of the child. It is what it is, but I don't know why people are afraid of commitment these days. I don't know why, because it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be, honestly. Marriage is honorable and marriage is beautiful. You just have to be patient to meet the right person. Honestly. And when? Right. There is no...
My darling, when?
When? Somebody will tell me, okay, the lady is getting old, blah, 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 and all of that. Please, ladies, if you know the biological clock is ticking, if you have money, freeze your egg. When you're ready, you can have children. Honestly. That's what I would say.
But you see, Oyoyo, mom. You see, I'm trying to, like here in Brazil, the number of couples cohabiting is far higher than couples getting married. And even in that cohabitation, they can live today, cohabit for a year, separate, go to another person, cohabit, have a child or two, separate, go to another person. They don't get to tie the knot here. In fact, it is rare to see couples coming to say I do.
Host is their culture, I believe. It's their way of life. But that hasn't gotten to us yet. So we should be grateful at least that people, we still have the fear of God, or maybe the fear of our tradition and custom.
Is it even the fear of God? We thought there are atrocities there.
I don't know what is missing now. But the thing is, you know, we are very fast at learning those kind of behaviors. And I tell you, if you go to Lagos, you see so many women that young girls ran away from home, came to Lagos, living with a man, having 3-4 children, and the man had not gone to pay bride price. You understand? There was a case in hand that I had at the time from my village people, to you know, my husband's side. This young girl left. The mother was like, "Where did they leave me alone? I'm gone." Went to Lagos. 4 children. 4 children. At the end of the day, they had to go to Lagos and pack her things back home. And they packed those children. Imagine? Now the mother is grandma by force, and she's the one raising those children. Because the man in Lagos, the young man that was busy taking free Osho, was not ready for any commitment.
You see?
And those kind of young girls that have little or no education, they don't even know what it is to use contraceptives. So they keep having children as they come.
Some of them do, waiting for the man to go do the right thing, waiting for the men to go pay their bribe, thinking it's a way to trap the guy. Okay, we've been living together, we've had a child or 2, so the guy will go and do it. Somebody said, Thunder said, in America, they say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk free? They've been enjoying it that way. So the guy, I'm telling you, why buy the cow when you can get the milk free? That's the saying there. And they're enjoying this, and these women don't know that they are serving free milk.
The thing is that overseas, they can actually, they don't care. It's not something they found out. It's nobody's business. Your life is nobody's business. You understand? Unlike what is applicable for us back home in Africa. Your neighbors will even call your parents for you if they have your parents' number. You understand? But here is no man's land. Nobody really cares. So they can do whatever. But I'm more concerned about my people, about our people back home. Don't borrow anything you see other people do. And this is one of the things they should not borrow. Because if they borrow this and then it becomes normal, like Pretty Mike is making his craziness to be normal for the people in Lagos, then the next
thing, overdo it.
Yeah, the next thing, it becomes part of our way of doing things. It shouldn't. If a young girl is not tamed, that young girl has problems herself. Because most of the people that you see run away, okay, that's how they behave. Look at this one that is completely burnt in Lagos now. The wife, is it Bimbo that is her name? I think her husband's name is IVD or whatever, or IDV or something like that. What happened to that girl? She got pregnant for the so-called boyfriend at age 15. And then they've been together for over 10 years. Married, they eventually married. I don't know if the guy paid bride price anyways. 5 children. And the man has turned the girl to punching bag because he has no regards whatsoever for the girl, for the girl's family. Yes, because even if your child got pregnant at age 15, that's not the reason why you should abandon that child.
You should force them to get married.
No, it's not. Take the child in because in one way or the other, you have failed in your communication with your child. That's why your child got pregnant and you did not know. Or maybe ran away and followed a man. You have failed in communication. There is a communication gap between the mother and the child. Is it time for you to call that child to order? For the fact that you got pregnant at 15 doesn't mean that your life is ruined. No. You can dust yourself and go back to school, finish your secondary school education, get the certificate, get to higher institution. If you can't go to the university, go to Polytechnic, learn a skill. But this one, once it happened, they say, hey, now you impregnate my child. Oh, yeah, make you come carry a
I was sharing, I told you of the video I saw, it was yesterday on my live stream, where the mother dragged the lady to the guy's house. And the guy was saying he's not the only one that did it, that there are about 3 other guys that did it with him. Life issues. Welcome, life issues. Thank you so much. Life issues. I would love to hear your beautiful opinion on this. The link is there. If you can click on it, please click on that link. I would love to hear. She said, is marriage not overrated? I would love to hear your view on cohabitation, if you don't mind. Okay. Oh, you understand? This is what a lot of parents are doing. A lot of parents know that their children are cohabiting. Today, in Nigeria, it's becoming common. Oh. Though it's not like the way it is abroad right now, but it's becoming common. More parents are accepting it and waiting.
The people that are doing that most in Nigeria are young girls that are still within the age of their parents making decisions for themselves. They are the ones that you can say, yes, they are always trapped because it's either they got pregnant and either their parents forced them to marry the person, or they run away from home and then end up living together with their boyfriend and then making more babies.
The guy takes advantage.
Yeah, continue to make babies. But I'm gonna ask any woman, if you really, unless that woman is not ready for marriage, if you really want to marry, and then you could have the first one, no marriage, second one, no marriage, third one, is your mind what? That's what I'm gonna say. What are you thinking?
You were not here. You were not here from the beginning. I don't know if you listened to when I was giving the case that was taken to a judge, and this couple have been living together for over, I think, for 13, 14 years. They've been living together and they've had 3 children, grown-up children. Oh, I mean, their first child should be 14 or 15. So they've been living together, and the lady never mentioned marriage until recently. She now mentioned marriage, and the guy was like, "You can't force me to marry you. I never wanted marriage." And he shocked everyone, and the judge asked, "So does it mean if she had she never asked you for one day?" The guy said, "No, she never asked us to get married." And the judge said, "So what if she had insisted that you get married?" He said he would have said no, because from the onset there was no arrangement for marriage. They just wanted to live together and have children. And the judge now said, "So from the onset you knew you don't want to marry the lady?" Say yes. If she had even insisted, that means she's forcing me to marry her, and I won't take that. He said that to the judge. Welcome, Rose Hujo. Thank you so much. Welcome, Positive Orientation. I appreciate you. Please, guys, as you come in, kindly help me smash the like. Please do me that favor. Kindly help me smash the like. And if you have a community, share out. The link is here. You can drop your opinion in the chat here. We're discussing cohabitation. Looking at why most people are deciding to go into cohabitation. And you know, Oyoyo, the truth is, cohabitation is going side by side with marriage now in terms of numbers.
Yeah, you can say that.
In terms of numbers. It's going side by side. Yeah.
See, that's one culture, rather a way of life that I wouldn't want our people in Africa to pick. It doesn't end well. It doesn't, because it's going to go against everything our culture stands for, especially the Igbo people. The Igbo people we know, you can't claim your child unless you marry the woman. And the marriage they're talking about is not for you to come and start doing white wedding. No, just come and pay bride price. Marry the woman traditionally. The woman and the child belongs to you. So imagine when you have had 4 children, you cohabited with a man for 15 years. Then one day somebody will come and tell you that those children are not yours. I mean, it sounds funny now.
The lady was shocked to her bone when she heard the guy said, "I don't have intention of marrying her." And they've been living together for over 13, 14 years. Thank you. Getting it right to Olivia is here. Honestly, the thing shocked me. I was looking at it and said, what kind of monster is this? You have the mind to, in her face, they told her, "I had no intention of getting married to you."
Are these for Africans?
Yes, living abroad.
Oh.
Wow.
Africans, they are both Africans living abroad. I think this should be in UK. It happened in the court in UK there.
But host, don't you think is the lady's fault? How can you cohabit with a man for good 13? 2 years, is it not too much? 13 good years and you're still there.
Olivia, help me ask the question. 2 years, is it not too much already? And then 13 years.
Can you imagine?
The man has seen finished now. What else is there to come and pride on?
Where will she start from, Olivia? Where will she start
and pay for? He has seen it all. What is he not paying for again? The one that he has not seen. Is the lady too? Is there any new one that he's going to see after paying the dowry? No, now. I've seen everything. Just imagine, even
the one that they pay their money, with time they get tired, they get tired of you. So what about the one that they did not pay for? They will quickly throw away that one. They get tired of the one they paid for with their hard-earned money. They get tired of the person. Now you that he did not pay any Chinese, nothing. And
the man will just grab his bag like this. He will just want to hand his bag like this. Like I'm handing this by speaker and say, Wani, bye bye. I am done chopping. This one has expired. I need a fresh pekus. Hey! Blessed Azza, thank you so much for coming. Welcome. Please kindly help me smash the like, okay? I'm telling you, the man will just grab. We that are wives, some days we know that some of these men get tired. They feel like running away. But that still that do us part is holding them down. You that they did not do any spotting on your head. You think they will not carry back and disappear?
Now Ben Johnson, the man go take.
Oh my goodness.
And if you check these men, after leaving that one he has stayed with for 13 good years, the one he's going to marry will be one charlatan that refused him seeing her pants. You will see those kind of men. That's the kind of ladies they end up marrying. They will just marry that one hand immediately. They've not even slept without. They've not done anything with that one. You will see, they will just go, oh yeah, let's go and pay dowry. But you see, giving free of charge. You dey purge, Belle. You dey purge. You be giving it.
Olufunke said that those kind of men, they overuse women. Oh, you fell off. Oh, was there a gallop that you fell off from this trip? Let me know if it was Olivia's tongue that pushed you down. Now those kind men, they overuse. These are the kind of men that will do 3 times in a day because they're not paying anything. They will do morning, do afternoon, and still do night because there's no commitment.
And they have it at the back of their mind that they are not settling down with you, so they want to grab it as quick as possible, even if it's 15 times a day. They are ready.
Oh yeah, you're welcome back.
Sorry, dear, I didn't know how I kicked myself out.
Oh, welcome back. I'm telling you, they will use the person so they once the in marriage, as the woman is getting older, you don't have a choice. Whether the breast sag, you don't have a choice. She's your wife. Yes. Even if the pekus don't wide, she don't use them 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have the man has no choice because it is marriage. It is till death do them part. So, but in cohabitation, if that pekus don't wide, breast don't do like this. The man let you know why you let me go and look for fresh fruits. You carry
Ben Johnson.
You go to look for fresh fruits. Carry your flat breast and your wife. It's none of their business. You don't get because of the commitment.
Do you know?
So you as the woman, you know the arrangement of cohabitation will not favor you at the long run. Biko, carry your slippers and run away. Cohabitation is not for everybody.
But in all honesty, host, I really don't blame the men. I blame the women that gave the men the opportunity to utilize them, to putting them in that family way, and then walking around. Unless if that woman has decided this is what I want. If she's an adult, you understand? When I mean an adult, a full mature woman that can take care of her business, I can understand. She'll say, okay, since men are not coming to marry me, I want to have kids. And I don't care if this person walks away tomorrow. You understand? That is someone who has made a very calculative decision. But for those young girls in Lagos, when I mean, I'm still referring back to Lagos because I don't even want to talk about what is
teenagers.
They are young, runaway girls. When I mean runaway, they end up living in Lagos, having children. They don't even go back to their parents' place. Then the next thing you now say is either they are looking for them. Some of them even, you know, meme in the process. Because their parents are not aware where they are. That's one I have problems with. But you
Abuja
can see,
marriage. We call it Abuja marriage. Have you heard about Abuja marriage?
Yeah.
It's very common in Abuja. We call it Abuja marriage. You just come and you are living with a man, raising children. The man, even small thing, the man refused to drop on your head. Yet they can't already there because you don't know where to go to. Life is meaningless without the man. Who will even take you with 2, 3 children? Who? Which man will want to carry you with 2, 3 children?
No, the new man will come and continue from where that one stopped, and also may even have more children. You understand? Maybe now 5 children. Then you now have 5 children unpaid the bride price from 2 men. Is that the legacy you want to leave for your children? And then the next thing those women will do, they will transfer the aggression of the man to their children, and then start calling them all manner of names at every slightest provocation.
But you know, some women didn't really bargain for this. You get it is just not knowing what else to do. Like maybe the first pregnancy maybe happens by accident, and she doesn't want to stay and raise the child alone. The child needs a father. She needs that emotional support and physical presence of a man. So she decides to move in with a guy, have the first baby, and then after the first baby, you know now, first blood will always play. But so long as they're living together now, it is every night. If the man turn around, bam, his hand will touch Bobby, he will climb and come down. Every night he turns, his hand touch Bobby, he will climb and do. So the next pregnancy will now enter. As you okay, I can't still go back home with a baby and pregnancy. Let's still stay together. Then they stay together. After having that baby, bam, another one again. So you now what would that lady do? They will just let those people live together like a family. I mean, after all, it's a family. Family is where they have a man, a woman, and children, isn't it? Olufunke said she has a lot of examples. Olufunke, jump on the link, Biko, if you can.
See, you see that kind of ladies, I would say that they have light brain. They are light brain ladies. Yes.
Olivia,
we are saying it may not be easy for them.
No, wait.
Olivia, it may not be easy. It may not be easy.
Which one is it? Abado? Anyway,
wait. I know. See, men are really the cause of this whole thing, because I know that they are sweet talking them. It's not because of the pregnancy they want to say it has come. Now lie. Now the men, they sweet talk them. The man is sweet talking that person. That is why she's there. That is why they say that's I'm saying that they have light brain. Man, sweet talk you get belly the first one, you born her. He sweet talk you don't marry you don't do anything, you don't pay anything, you carry another one. Who they talk to?
Sometimes it's not the sweet talk of the man, Olivia, it may not be the sweet talk. It may be the woman not knowing what she wants to. Olufunke, open your camera.
Sweet talk, because
sorry, hold on, Olivia. Hold on, Olivia. Olufunke, open your camera coming, because it's not letting me accept you without your camera. You don't. That is when you enter the studio, then you now put off your camera before you come in. Okay? Because if you put off your camera from the beginning, it will not come in. Go on, Olivia.
Any woman that knows what she really wants, will not allow a man to sweet talk her. She sweet talk, the man sweet talk you for 1 year. He did not pay anything, he did not do anything. On a see they collect, they go. You carry. At least that time when the pregnancy coming, is it not an opportunity for him to go and do something? Hey guys, see, he don't eat. He still did not do anything. And you don't know your way, you don't know what to do.
That is what we are saying, That's what we are saying, that it may not be the man sweet talking. It may just be the woman confused, not knowing what to do. Because the pregnant, she can't go back home. She can't return to her family to say, I have had a baby, and this guy. And the guy may be saying he doesn't have money yet to come and do wedding. He doesn't have the money yet. You understand? And then she's now waiting for the guy to now have the money. You get to come and pay her price.
Good evening.
Olufunke, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
What I have to say for
Welcome.
single ladies, before
Yes,
you start dating, look at the person you are dating. Look at the person you are dating very well. The person must not be rich. The person must not be Gates. But look at that person. If anything happens, can the person take care of you? Can this person at least pay my bride price? It's very important. The person doesn't need to be Dangote or whatever. But can that person at least, if the person can't, then there's no need. Why are you people doing the do? Why is that person going into that place? The person doesn't have money to pay diary. Come on, diary. Then make the person wait. Now more wait. People should be using something. Yes, that is how people that have not gathered the money to pay bride price. That's what they do. They control it. You don't just leave yourself and you're telling us that there is no money. He's still looking, you're still looking for money, or he's still looking for money. He has not made it. Or
money.
What are you saying?
He's still looking for money.
Look,
Olufunke is here. Welcome, Olufunke.
Yeah, there is this woman I also know. Do you know this woman? I never knew she was cohabiting. And I never knew she was cohabiting until, you know, we used to see her as a married woman and all that and all that. Until one day, I just heard she and the guy, I don't know what happened, the guy now said, go. So, you know, she now walking along the street, I've been seeing her not with the man again. And I said, I was not asking people, what about her husband? I've been seeing her alone. They said she's not married. I said, how? How? Somebody that everybody know as a married woman. Then, how will you not get married again? When everybody know that you are married, when you are not married. Just imagine someone that is not married and people know you as a married person. Eh? Which man will not come and marry you again?
That is the reason why they stay. Let's hear from Olufunke. Olufunke, let's hear from. This is why they stay. Who we marry them? Who we marry them? Good evening.
Yes, my sister. You see, good evening, Sister Olivia. You see, my own question is that, is it that these men used to lie to them that they would do something on their head later? Or they did not tell them anything, they just decided to pack into the man's house on their own?
That's the question that part. That is the question.
Some of them, they did not tell them anything. The woman, you know how women, see, do you know how women go to their boyfriend's house? Some people go with one pant and they go with 3 pants and leave one behind.
They
hang it in the guy's wardrobe. Tomorrow they now leave one brazier. Next tomorrow they will leave one top and one boxers. The next time they will leave wrapper. This is how they start moving their things small. No, I'm telling you the truth. Now, woman, I'm not with them. I said the truth now. They keep dropping their properties. Then it starts with spending one night together. No, spending nights together. Then from spending night together to spending weekends together. Okay, let's spend weekends. From spending weekends together, let's spend the entire week together. Now, so marriage don't start to. All her property don't waka.
This one, there is one that I know on my parents' street. This lady just came like a visitor to this guy's house. The guy is living in a room, only one room. So this lady just came like a visitor on this fateful day. And then the lady has not left until today, and it's been 2 years and 1 baby later.
They don't marry now.
2 years and 1 baby later. I just keep looking at them that what is this lady doing here? Doesn't she have a mom or a dad? I will call her that. What are you doing in this man's house for the past 2 years? It's about 2 years now that this lady came. She's not doing anything. She'll just be sitting outside all day. And it's not like this man is a millionaire or something. I don't understand what she's doing there. They now have a child. The child is about 2 years now. And she's still there. And there is I don't think this guy has any plan of doing anything on her head. They're now calling her Iyawo. They are calling her Iyawo now.
They want to do anything on the girl's head.
They have not done anything, no. They have not done anything. And they are calling her Iyawo in the compound.
See, this thing starts with one pants and brazier, one top and wrapper, one boxers and one top. Before you know it, her teens are already in the house, so she can actually come and spend entire week, entire month, and before you know it, she'll start asking herself, why pay for house rent when I can actually live with this guy? You understand? So,
wow.
Baby wants to talk.
Yeah.
She will not start asking herself, why do I have to be paying house rent? You know, sometimes they consider the rent. Okay, instead of paying rent here, the guy is spending most of his time with you as a woman. He's paying rent. You spend most of the time as a woman with the guy paying rent. So they just feel, okay, this is waste of money. Since we practically live almost together, it's better to just move in fully. That way, they are able to cut down expenses and movement. So you see, there are so many reasons why people go into this cohabitation. Some is maybe instead of wasting money on rent, and others they have lied to them that I will go and do something on your head. But still you see coming and eventually do.
Is it reasonable enough for a young lady to move in with a guy that has not done anything on your head? Move in because he says, okay, let's save costs instead of paying here. Why can't you manage? Look for somewhere and manage and protect your dignity. Let him come and pay if he wants people to live together.
And then I also blame the family of that guy. They are being unfair on the lady also. Someone has given your son a child and you have not done anything. You didn't need me to do something on the head of that girl. His own family are not doing well.
Started doing the right thing.
But what if the family? The guy has told the family that I am not ready to marry this girl. She's the one forcing. A lot of women are the ones forcing themselves on a guy, living with the guy and hoping that because they're living together, the guy will marry them.
Let her face the consequences of her action. Is her fault. Let her face the consequences that come thereof. Do you get? I know of a lady, a woman. She has given birth to 5 children. After 5 kids, then one day we used to attend the same church. Yeah, I don't know. I've been seeing her, even a mommy like that. Until one day, the pastor was praying, and that prophecy came. The pastor now called them out and said, "You've not done anything on this woman's head." I open mouth for church. I say, mommy. I shock. I did not even believe that prophet. In my mind, I said, this one won't do me somehow for this church today. I don't understand. Which one is that this woman with 5 kids? And this woman like showing herself. I didn't believe it. I did not believe that thing they did in that church that day. Until the day the pastor fits for them to go and do for the man to go and pay man dowry.
Like compulsively.
I didn't think that my husband did not take me there. I wouldn't have believed it. That day I was there and they were doing it. Hey, I say God. As I did, even the rights where they give me and no feature. But I was confounded. I said things they happen with 5 kids.
Maybe the pastor will contribute money, or the church will contribute money for the man to go and do small thing on her head.
It's just that the pastor said that, man, people like when prophecy comes, you said you need to do it, the Lord is angry with you, or that kind of thing, that if you don't do it,
why
you will see
the Lord be angry with him?
Because maybe, pastor, they know how they will put things for the man to run and go and do what he doesn't want to do. They can tell you, do it, and the Lord will open doors for you. You will see the man. Do you get? Women should wake up.
It's not that common. We somehow still frown at it back in Africa, but in our women living abroad, a lot of them are living with guys. They are cohabiting and they are enjoying it until the day the guy now says, "I am not doing it again. Carry your kwekus, they go." That is the day the scale will fall off their eyes and they will now be left to become single parents. It is sad. Because sometimes, like I was saying, it's sometimes not the women's fault. Because the guy maybe has been lying to them, deceiving them, telling them he will go and do the honorable thing, or they will go to court soon to go get married. He's trying to finish up with this project or finish up with that project. You know how some guys lie. See, some guys can lie more than the devil itself. Some men can lie.
That's true.
Some men can lie. It could be that some of these women, it's not as if they just want to stay and just waste their life away that way. It is from, don't worry, next year will come, the guy will come up, and because you've had one child or two, and a lot of people have known you two together for a long time, the woman will now start thinking, where do I start from? Where do I go with this child or these children? Okay, let me keep waiting. I'm praying. I'm believing God that he will do the right thing eventually. Believe me. Then she just keep believing God and praying that one day the guy will go and do it. And the guy will not. So before you know, the third pregnancy will enter. It's not easy sometimes for some women, especially when the first child has entered. You need somebody to co-parent. And the guy is saying, okay, if you want us to do it, why don't you move in with me? Move in with me so that, you know, we can just save money together. Believe me, let's save money together. Move in with, instead of you parent, that money you can bring it, we use it to be raising our child or children so that we can now raise money and go and do it. You, the woman, you will consider this. No, let's tell ourselves the truth. You will not say, okay, he wants to do this, but we need to put money together. And then you go and carry your bag and move in with the guy. Only for 1 year to become 2 years. 2 years to become 3 years. And as the year is going, children are coming in. Whereas the guy is just lying from the onset. Like this guy now that had 3 children with this woman I narrated. The guy never had intention. He said it to the judge. I never had the intention of marrying her. And she didn't pressure. She never asked me for one day that I should marry her. So if she had asked me, I would have told her that I am not ready. And she can't force me to marry her.
Oh, the one that used to pain me more, like that pains me most, is this the student that used to do couples life in school. Is the one that used to pay me the most. Oh,
best couple of the year.
Hey, on departmental party day, they will win best couple of the year. That thing is not nice at all. Yes, there is this lady when we were in school, in the school hostel.
They did it in my school now.
This lady will pound yam. Like she will go and buy yam, she will pound yam. She has mortar and pestle in the hostel.
See white material.
100 yards.
100 yards.
This lady will go to the market. She will buy vegetables, she will buy fish, she will buy meat with her own money. Maybe na cassava mama dey peel for village. Oh, I don't know. She will
white material. Now white material. You see,
she will cook.
There are some of not like that and live together in my lodge throughout our stay there for 4 years in school. They lived together. Eventually, after school, the lady got married to another guy instantly.
I'm still talking now. I'm telling you the story now. This lady eventually, after cooking, she will go and sleep in the in school hostel now. She will cook in her hostel, in her own girls' hostel. She will sneak to the room in the night, go and sleep. And whatever goes down, we don't know.
We know what goes down. They are chopping pepus and we know.
Could you imagine that this lady could not finish with us? She was expelled due to result. Like she was not able to cope. She was living a matrimonial. No, like she failed. She was failing, and they had to tell her to go, to leave the school, advised to withdraw.
You see, she was carried away with nonsense.
She was doing matrimonial duty while in school. You can't imagine that when I was doing my NYSC in Ibadan, where I was serving at the abattoir in Ibadan, because I did animal health and production, so we were supervising the meat and everything. You cannot believe that I saw this girl selling okrika in Abuja Market in Ibadan.
Oh.
In fact, myself, I was embarrassed for seeing her in that condition. I was embarrassed on her behalf. Like I was embarrassed. Like I wish I did not see her.
She should thank God that she didn't have a child from that relationship. She would have suffered.
In fact, I wish I didn't see her in that condition.
Welcome, Susan Nabanti, ma'am. Welcome. Thank you so much. Are you still, did they have a child together?
They didn't have a child actually, but I saw her. She already had a child when I saw her. When I was doing my NYSC, I saw her. She was selling okika in Bodija market. In fact, I was embarrassed on her behalf. I was embarrassed on her behalf because I wish I never saw her in that condition.
See how he finished her life. And this is the situation a lot of young women have found themselves. Co-parenting is sweet without commitment, yes. It is very, very sweet to be chopping pekus, chopping everything free of charge, chopping cucumber. No, you're not even afraid of anything. But when it fails, when anything goes wrong, if the guy has a stone heart and decides that I am not doing any small thing on your head, you are left on your own. Women are always at the disadvantage.
And this said guy,
women are always at a disadvantage.
I have this guy on that guy is on my Facebook contact. Like the guy is doing well. He's working in one of the big banks in Nigeria. He's married now to another person. They are making their yes, now he's building his own family with someone else.
Ah, good. Oh, you see. And another young girl's life has been ruined because she went to school to do marriage. They're not even the real marriage. Because if they were even married, it would have been better. She went to school to cohabit with a student. Not the guy or host. Is that girl that is a problem? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. How can you go to school? You went to school to study. Instead, you went to be pounding for one guy. I
know one thing that used to happen back then. We are naive. All these get inside children that we are. We don't know anything. We'll be looking at them like, oh, look at big girl. Big girl. We'll be looking at them from afar like, oh, look at that big girl. Look at that big girl.
When they give them an award, that time they call the best couple of the year. You go just did the envy, you can clap for them. Whoa, you be envying them. You be wow, God, when I tap into your relationship, I tap into your love. You go tap. After school, now so they go part ways. I know one that lived, they were my hostel from the beginning to the end of our school. They were living together until after school. The next thing, this girl got married. Like, in fact, no, we were in our final year when she got married, and it shocked all of us.
Wow.
I went to the guy. I asked the guy, what happened? I heard what he said. I saw him at CMO. I said, wait, I don't understand. I saw you see him. I don't understand. This is 3 years and how you take Siam? She just suddenly met. So he now said that since he is not ready for marriage yet, that somebody is coming for her hand in marriage, and the parents were pressurizing her to marry the person, and he has begged them to wait for him to graduate and do service and start working. But they said that the daughter, there's no time. So since this suitor, the guy home money, is ready, the earlier the better for her. Right now, she has I think 3 or 4 children. They are all grown.
Wow.
The children are all grown, and the guy too is married too now. Though it worked out for them eventually separately, but there are some people, if Bele enter, you born 1 or you born 2 or you born 3, you are stuck. How many men are ready to raise another man's children? Especially a single guy, a young bobo. You will have to wait to either be a second wife, wait to marry a widower, or wait to marry a divorcee. That is the only time a man with 2, 3, 4 children, no, a man can marry a woman with multiple children. If he's a single bobo of maybe a guy in his 20s or 30s that has not been married before, he wants to marry, you now say, hey, love not reach that side. Oh. You have 3, 4 children, forget it, love not reach that side. He has family. They will draw his ear. They will caution him. They will caution him, honestly. If only people, women
prevented.
Oh, the only way is we can't stop cohabitation. Unfortunately, it's side by side with marriage right now. The percentage of people cohabiting is increasing, and a time will come. Let me shock you. that the number in developed world is going to supersede the number of married couples. Yes. It's increasing on daily basis. The number eventually will soon override the number of married couples. Like I gave an example here in Brazil, number of people cohabiting is more than number of people getting married. Like before you see somebody who is legally married here in Brazil, it's rare, very, very rare to see someone who is married and wedded or went to court. Most cases is only living lovers, cohabitation, and they all have children, grown children. That is the new style of marriage here. And it's nothing is common and is recognized by the law. Cohabitation is recognized here. You are seen as a wife, you are seen as a husband.
Wow.
But in Africa, because where we come from, we still have culture and we still have a little bit of restraint to certain things we do. Women have to be careful what they copy. In Lagos and in Abuja, it is increasing on daily basis. More and more young women are deciding to cohabit and raise children. One, as marriage is not forthcoming. Oh yeah, now the Bobo no one marry. You know it's hard now to find a good woman to marry. It's hard to find a good man. You know that right now, right? Now, what people just do, okay, let's just live together, have children. After all, they say women's biological clock is ticking, ting, tong, ting, tong, ting, ting, tong, ting. They are singing this for us every day. Your time is going. Your time is going. You people carry your bag, go and live with one Bobo and start trying. You start firing. It has advantage, Joe, because in the course of firing, you will not start having, instead of you waiting maybe for the right man, Mr. Right, to come, you will not just move in. All marriage and marriage, whether an Abuja marriage, whether an Lagos marriage, no matter. You just move in, and then the next thing, you start now follow it up with prayer. God, touch his life so that he will come and do small thing on my head. Father, touch this, touch him, touch Chukwuemeka. Touch Chukwuemeka that this December, Chukwuemeka will go to my village and do small thing on my head. You put prayer, you intensify your prayer for Chukwuemeka to go and do that thing on your head. Alimatu Sadia, welcome. Thank you so much, Queen. Please, guys, in case you haven't given me a thumbs up, do me this favor. It's Friday now. I'm going to use the thumbs up whole body for weekend. Click the like, okay? So you see, that's a lot of single sisters you see in church are cohabiting. They are cohabiting. Then they will come every Sunday. They are praying. They are bringing pictures, bringing prayer requests, praying day in, day out for the man to go and do something. You think they are married. So some people you see today living together are not married. Wow. Unfortunately, they are not married. Yeah. And they're just praying and believing God and waiting and hoping that the man, this December, after all, December is forthcoming now, they will keep, when are you going to see my people? When are you going to see? To go and see is to come and do small thing. Even if we don't do the traditional marriage and the white wedding now, let's just go and do the small thing first. And we see, you know, next year we'll go and do the remaining one. And this is why so many women are still in it, believing and praying that the man will go and do the first thing.
Hey.
Yes. Because the Mr. Right is not forthcoming. Marriage is not forthcoming. It's not forthcoming. But the way it's worse is when you now go into it, believing and hoping, and then Chukwuemeka now saw Angelina. Angelina is very angelic and beautiful. Chukwuemeka will rush and go and do small thing on Angelina's head. That is the end of cohabitation.
Wow.
And then the lady will be left to be a single mother. Thank you, Alimatu, for that like and share. I appreciate you, Queen. You are amazing. Thank you so much. When the guy now said it's over, you either carry your one bag and the pants and bra and the clothes you came in with and go, or he will leave the house for you. As I speak, that lady is still living in the house the guy rented for her, still going to the family house to sweep and to wash plate and to do everything, hoping that the guy will come back. She has been hoping, believing God, and this guy finally came and said, I'm not due, I'm not married, I'm not ready. After cohabiting in UK for how many years? They now have a daughter. The guy is saying, I'm not still due. The guy came and started living. The girl still went and started the cohabitation with the guy's parents, doing daughter-in-law by force daughter-in-law.
Hey.
because she has a daughter for the guy, for their son. So the guy now said when he comes back home, he will finalize. So she stayed with the family for some years. The guy now came and said, I know you. He rented an apartment for her, put her there so that she can leave the family house. She's now there still asking, should I still wait and believe God that he will still do it since we have a child together? I feel like carrying broom to go and flog her out of the house then. So cohabitation can be sweet, but it has a lot of disadvantages, and the disadvantages is on the women. Where the men have disadvantage, Joe, mostly in my culture, if you have any child with a man who did not pay your bride price, that child doesn't belong to the man. The child belongs to the woman's family. If you like have 20 children with a man, yes, the child will never be yours. Wow. As a man, that is the disadvantage for the man. You can never hold any claim on that child. If you like, pay school fees, pay everything. That child bears the girl's father's name. Wow. Yes. So I don't know about other culture. So that is where it has risk for the man. If you have children like together and you don't pay the bride price. Eh? It's not like that in Yoruba land. You see? The child is the father's own. Like. No. In Igbo land, that is the reason why you, Ledoche, went to pay Judy's bride price and married her. Oh. You cannot claim any child a woman has for you without paying the bride. Even if she has given you 10 sons, 10 sons, those 10 sons will never be yours. They will never bear your name. Your family can never come and carry the children. Wow. Yes. The children will never. Blessing Aja said, there was one I saw on Justice TV. I worked for the lady. After 3 or 4 children, the man got a good job and left her, and she was not doing anything to earn money. You see? You see this? You see this? After 3 or 4 children, the guy has been improving his life, got a good job, and the lady was not doing anything. She was living as a wife with the guy. Living as a wife when the guy has not done anything. Now the guy wants to move on. How can we be so naive? It has disadvantages for both the men and women, not just the men alone, not just the women alone. Because a guy can be saying, when I'm done, but I'm done eating her and draining the juice, I will move on. If she now gets pregnant in that in the process, that child will never be yours. If she's from a place where the culture is that way, that child will never be yours until you go and pay the bride price. So when people were saying, you Ledoche did this, how can you do this to May? How can you do this? You went and married. Oh, good night, Rose Hujo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Queen. Thank you. When people were saying, how can you do this? How can you go and marry a second wife behind it? That guy used wrong. He used wrong, went and did that thing. They have been doing people chopping themselves for how many years? But because a child is not involved, and you know the culture of Igbo land, that this fine boy, this sweet bobo that they gave birth to, will never bear his name. He had to go and do the right thing by marrying her. So in Igbo culture, if you are cohabiting as a man, know that any child that comes out from that cohabitation will never be yours. So you are the losing end. And you as a woman, if you are cohabiting with a man and a child is involved, that child you have to raise the child alone. And there's nothing like child support in Nigeria. You will carry the female alone, you carry the pregnancy and raise your child alone. You can't force that child, you can't force the man to raise the child with you. You can never force a man back home to raise a child with you. He can decide out of his own free will to bring money for feeding or clothing, anything, but it's not by force, it's by choice. So you as the woman will be at a disadvantage if you are not ready for the challenges that come with cohabitation. No follow woke people or enter boss. Don't join woke generation. If you know you are not ready to deal with the disadvantages, don't follow woke people. You joining woke people will just lead you into troubles. You find yourself carrying children around all by yourself. And apart from children, time is money. As a woman, 30 years, 35 years, you're still cohabiting. What if the guy decides to say that he's not ready anymore? At 35, you now come out. The whole neighborhood already know that you two have been living together. You've been attending wedding, occasions, ceremony, every birthday, every wedding. You go and so and co together. Everybody in that know you together. The guy now suddenly no commitment. You, the woman, will be at the lose. You come and marry when everybody else. Who knows has been chopping you non-stop? He's been chopping you steady. He's been chopping non-stop. How can you? That's not everybody with anybody that sees. No, now this now Jude girlfriend. Oh, now Jude former wife. You see, you are doing it abroad. Child support is there, but you still have to raise the child alone. Unless marriage is not in your diary, like there's no place you've written marriage in your life before. There is no place you are not ever thinking about settling down on getting married. Then fine, enjoy your freedom. The day you get tired as a woman or you discover something nasty about a guy, you carry your bag and quit. The day you discover that this guy is not what I want or there is no more love, I cannot stand him anymore, you carry your bag and go, knowing fully well that there's no commitment. But if you know that you want marriage, start from the day you carry that pant and bra to enter his house, start singing it to him. Go and do small thing on my head. If you stay after 1 year, belle enter you on your own. Whatever comes out of it, now your cross. We'll draw the curtain today. Thank you so much, Olufunke. God bless you for your time here with me.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Yes, it's Freaky Friday. Guys, make it freaky. Make it freaky. Make your Fridays count. Make your weekends count too. I'm always saying this. Freaky Fridays is for us. Susan Herbert tips have already given us. Go to her channel and watch all the styles and practice them this Friday night. Getting it with Olivia, she has equally told us, go and check. You will discover so many styles and so many things you can do with this Freaky Friday. And make your Fridays count, okay? Not just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 good nights, amazing nights. Thank you, Blessing Aja. I really appreciate you getting it right to Olivia. Alima to Sadia. Susan, how about it? Mommy Fechi. Thank you so much, my sweet mother. Oyoyo Nemo, Oyoyo Wanyoma. I really appreciate you. I missed Nemuzo today. I miss Nemuzo. Nemuzo is not here. I kind of miss her. Yeah, I do. I missed her. Yeah, but I know she's fine. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you all. Olufunke, God bless you. God bless you, Zoe. You've been amazing. Positive orientation. Rose Ehujuo. Getting it right with Olivia. You already called it. Thunder Scorpion Cornelius. Glorious Reality. Salito Salina. Rebecca, my queen. Thank you so much. Who else? Salito Salina. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Being a carer with cares. Experience Africa. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sweet Pea. Pretty Happy. Goodness Diary. Ovife Hair Bundle. Thank you so much. You guys have been so amazing. You made this weekend a very beautiful one for me. A sweet one. Ed Varieties. Thank you so much, Ma. Oku Dili. Len Straighten. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Kukwishina. God bless you. Thank you. Z-Berry. Tyron Murphy. Thank you so much. Linda Neye, the board files. Thank you. God bless each and every one of you for your amazing time with me. Let's do the same time tomorrow, guys. I mean, same time on Monday. Sorry. Let's do this again Monday. Same time Monday, okay? Don't forget to keep a day with me Monday here. Same time. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Mommy Fechi, I really appreciate you. God bless you guys. Yeah, it's Friday. Make your weekend a freaky, freaky one. A freaky, freaky one. Yeah. Whoa. You give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Yes, I need you because I want you. That you only want for me. I'm coming home after the party. The world is stressing me. I want you because I know you got it. And you're my company. Every time I call you, turn up. And you always come through for me. Peace of mind, yeah. You look at you, but I feel you. You give me peace of mind, yeah. Nobody did it on my next one. Give me peace of mind, yeah. Just give me peace of mind. Just give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. You give me my heart, my problem, you my baby. You give me peace of mind. Thank you guys. Good night. Bye. Yeah, yeah, yeah.